Hello there YouTube, welcome along to another episode of Steve's Movie Reviews. In this movie review I'll be discussing and talking about the Harry Potter movie franchise, because I've recently sat down and watched those movies. I've watched all 8 movies now, so I am very happy to do this video and to discuss what my thoughts are on some of those movies. So of course there's 8 movies in total for Harry Potter. So you got Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. You've also got as well Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. You've also got Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and finally you've got Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and obviously Part 2 as well. And Deathly Hallows is actually the final movies of Harry Potter as well. So obviously these movies star actors like Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Alan Rickman, the late great Alan Rickman, who by the way did an amazing and sensational job as acting as Professor Snape. I just loved how he acted in that movie. It was just so good. It was just so good. So yeah, so you got Daniel Radcliffe, obviously, who plays Harry Potter, the main character himself. You got Rupert Grint, who plays Ron Weasley, and you've also got Emma Watson as well, who plays Hermione as well, which again is Harry Potter and Ron Weasley's friend as well. So yeah, so there is that as well. I must say as well, I think as the films go on, is it just me, or does anyone else who's watched Harry Potter, does anyone else get more and more attracted to Emma Watson? I mean, or is that just me? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you find Emma Watson just becomes extremely more attractive in these Harry Potter movies as time goes on. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, can I just say something as well? Now that I've watched this movie, obviously I kind of get that obviously when Harry Potter and all the other characters, they go into Hogwarts, which is obviously the wizarding school where they go to. Obviously they get put into groups. They've got Slytherin, they've got Gryffindor, they've got Ravenclaw and stuff like that. Okay, so if you've watched the movies, you can go away now and you can basically say to someone, whoever's watched Harry Potter, are you a Gryffindor? Are you a Slytherin? Are you a Ravenclaw? I don't understand that process. So if anyone knows why people do this to each other when they've watched Harry Potter and stuff, could you just please let me know in the comments down below? Because people do that, don't they? When you've gone away and you've gone and told someone, maybe a friend or something like that, that you've watched Harry Potter, they then ask you, are you a Gryffindor, Slytherin or Ravenclaw? I mean, what is that all about? I don't know. Someone please fill me in, because I'm so confused by that when people ask me, So anyway, so yeah, so there is that as well. I must say there is a very heartbreaking scene. Actually, no, there's 2 heartbreaking scenes, and they occur. Well, the first one occurs in Part 1 of Deathly Hallows, and this is a spoiler alert here. Okay, but it was very heartbreaking, that scene where Dobby dies. I mean, there was no need for it. Come on, J.K. Rowling. Why did you have to kill off him? He was such a fantastic character in the Harry Potter series. I really did enjoy Dobby, especially in Chamber of Secrets. Which, by the way, can I just say, Chamber of Secrets for me has probably got to be the far greatest one out of all of them. I don't know why. It's just I mean, it's a sequel to obviously Philosopher's Stone, it's the next one up from the first Harry Potter movie, but it just still has that really, it just has that family friendly feeling to it, you know, and as well as the first one does as well, but it also has that light comedy touch to it as well, which I really did enjoy, you know. I think that's a reason why I enjoyed Chamber of Secrets so much more than I did with all the other films that I've seen, you know. So obviously there was that heartbreaking scene in Deathly Hallows Part 1 where Dobby dies. It was quite an emotional scene, to be honest. But there was another very emotional scene as well. That's when, you know, Severus Snape gets killed by Voldemort in Part 2. I mean, again, that was another heartbreaking scene. Honestly, J.K. Rowling, what are you doing to us, you know? What are you doing to us moviegoers, you know, who love watching the Harry Potter movies? Honestly, such a great actor, Alan Rickman, you know. It's a shame he passed away a few years ago, but, you know, come on, J.K. Rowling. No need for this. So, anyway, so yeah, so there we are. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think when you look back, if you watch all 8 movies of Harry Potter in one go, which is what I've done recently, you know, you kind of watch the first one and you think, great, you know, family friendly, you know, it's amazing. But then I think as the movies go on, it just gets a lot more darker, especially the last 2 movies, which is Deathly Hallows, Part 1 and 2. They are so much darker, you know, they've got a lot of dark scenes in them and stuff like that, you know, and it kind of makes you think when you're sitting there, and it made me think this, I don't know about you guys, but when you sit there and you watch these movies, you think to yourself, what happened to this franchise that, you know, introduced us to magic and stuff like that? Because, by the way, it was, you know, it is an amazing movie. But, you know, it introduced us to magic and it kind of had this family-friendly feeling to it, you know, like you can sit there and watch it with your kids. But then, you know, you then get up to Deathly Hallows, for example, or even before Deathly Hallows, and it's just a lot more darker, and it's like, okay, this is not family-friendly viewing. You know, this is not something I should sit down and watch with the family or with the kids. You know, so it just has that more scariness feel to it and stuff like that. You know, so that's just my thoughts on that, really. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, so there we go. Anyway, but that's my thoughts on the Harry Potter franchise. I mean, I've never read the books. I mean, just like I said in my Hunger Games movie review, I've never read the books, but I have sat down and watched the movies, you know. So, but you know, I'm not a reader. I really am not. You know, if there's a movie that's been adapted from a book, you know, I tend to watch the movie rather than read the book. I know that sounds weird, because a lot of people, they tend to read the books first and then watch the movies, or they watch the movies first and then read the books, or something like that, you know, just to compare them in contrast to each other. But I'm just not one of those readers. I just genuinely am not one of those readers. I've never really wanted to sit down and, you know, read a Harry Potter book or anything like that. And I'll also say something else about Harry Potter as well. Harry Potter is probably one of the most British things that could ever come out. Literally, anyone that comes into this country, you know, anyone that thinks about the UK, they associate it with Harry Potter, you know. They watch the movies and they go, damn, look at those British accents. And I kid you not, literally, when you watch back these movies, especially the first one, it's very, very known in the first one. They actually have this proper, British accent, you know, hello, you know, I am from Hogwarts, and stuff like that, you know. So that's my take on a British accent there, okay. You know, I am in the world of wizarding, you know, doing some magic. But anyway, can I also say as well that, you know, there are some very incredible scenes in all the Harry Potter movies, and especially some of the spells that they do, you know, some of the visual effects that you see on screen, and special effects for that matter as well. You know, honestly, Harry Potter is an amazing franchise, and I would definitely recommend that, you know, if you've never seen a Harry Potter movie before, if you've never even read the Harry Potter books before, you know, I would still recommend, even though I've not read the books myself, but I'd still recommend that you guys go away from this video and you sit down and you watch the movies if you've never seen it before, or if you've never read the books before. If you're more of a reader, you know, then sit down and read the books, because again, you know, I think, you know, when you get yourself stuck into a book, your imagination goes wild, you know. You start having like this little TV inside your mind which kind of pictures what's going on while you're reading a certain passage of a book, you know. I mean, the book could be describing the scenario of something, you know, where the characters are, and inside your brain it's there building up these images of what that scenario is. Or it could be a possible character profile, maybe what that character's looking like, you know. Again, it kind of builds images inside your brain as to how that character may look to you when you're reading the book. So, but anyway, there we go. So yeah, so that is my review of the Harry Potter franchise. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Also as well, can I just say before I do go, there's another thing I wanted to add, and that is well, another two things actually I wanted to add. First of all, I wanted to add that John Cleese, who I didn't know appeared in Harry Potter, but he did. So he appears as a ghost in quite a few of the Harry Potter movies. And also as well, the guy that used to play Trigger in Only Fools and Horses, who is again sadly no longer with us, but again he played a character in one of the Harry Potter movies as well. And all I kept thinking was, wait, this is Trigger from Only Fools and Horses, what's he doing here, you know? So yeah, there we go. And also as well, I do know, because Ben Shepherd has mentioned this a few times, but TV presenter Ben Shepherd also had a very small cameo role in Harry Potter as well, in one of the movies. So there we go, check that out if you're an eagle-eyed fan who likes to look out for cameos. Look out for Ben Shepherd's appearance in that movie. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do in this movie review was this. Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. There we are. Anyway, I just wanted to, again, another Harry Potter reference. Anyway, that is all from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this movie review. If you've not yet liked this YouTube video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button as well to get notifications on your smartphone and tablet for when I upload future uploads to my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Do join me again for my next movie review episode, where I will be reviewing the entire James Bond franchise. Honestly, there are so many movies there, it's going to take me a while to get through them, but we'll talk about them. Anyway, that's all from me, but from me though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next YouTube video.